Good morning, everyone. My name is Miguel. I'm here representing Social Coin, which is started off as basically a collaboration of friends in the city of Barcelona who decide to share good ideas in order to put together acts of kindness that will change communities, that will improve the lives of people where they were living. But that idea became a movement that now is used to solve one of the biggest gaps that many cities face today, which is lack of responsiveness, and the reality is that the channels that we have as citizens to connect with governments are not necessarily the best days in order to solve the problems that we face. It's a large number, very big number, amount of money that goes to waste every year in these cities because we can't really find the right way to collaborate and come up with the right solutions that we need. So this is what we put together, which is basically technology platforms that allowed government to develop more inclusive and more responsive processes that will help citizens to actively participate in the implementation of solutions that they need. And these solutions could be very simple, like do we need a new park in my neighborhood? So today, for example, in the Bay Area, if we want to set up a committee and decide whether or not we need a new park in our neighborhood, that process could take a couple of years or even more. But if you want to open a gun shop, it only takes a couple of pages and $150 application and you're ready to go and open a shop. So there's something that's missing here. Our priorities are not really in the right place. So the technology also allows people to share ideas with one another and find the critical mass in order for those ideas to become a movement and a solution. So this is how it works. By sharing what our interests, our ideas, what we think in terms of solutions, we can build communities. The application will help people to connect the same way any social media that we use works, but also will give you information in terms of what else you can do in order to transform those ideas into actual actions. And we also believe heavily in the importance of rewards. We like to make sure the people who come up with good ideas are also rewarded by those ideas, and that's where private sectors and government can play a critical role in facilitating the resources and creating the stimulus that will keep this movement going of a more strong civil engagement. And we measure everything. We strongly believe in the power of data in order to make the right decisions and the right planning for our cities. This is where we are right now in terms of how the process works. We collect a lot of data, we customize it, we present it to you in different forms, and if you are a government agency or if you're a private company, you will see critical information that will help you to make the right decisions. And we also share that with the entire community. So then people in other parts of the world will see how communities, perhaps with less resources, are addressing common problems. Today, this is where we are. We've been, one of the beauties of what Social Coin is doing is that we can start with very little by building communities of friends, building communities among neighborhoods, schools, by working with small business owners. So we're working in the city of Dubai, for example, where in Dubai, the entire city is trying to create a more diverse and multicultural environment where everyone can feel welcome and every voice might have the opportunity to make contributions in order to improve the quality of life of the city. And we're very close. We're hoping that to become the technology that will allow all the volunteers for the next Olympic Games in Japan to collaborate, to work together, and to support the committee who is organizing the games in order to make the city safe, more attractive, and more interesting around the games. So these are some of the partnership that we have put together. As I said, we have a very strong presence in the city of Barcelona right now. We are involved in all kinds of different projects there. They start from what is very important right now for the people of Catalonia, which is their own independence, that we're addressing that issue also by providing online a platform that allow discussions to go farther in terms of what does it really mean to become an independent nation. We can skip this. So the opportunity that we see is very big, of course, in terms of the markets and the number of cities. We think that we have a great opportunity to become the technology of choice for all the smart cities that are out there. But we also want to go deep into places where our technology can truly make a difference. That's why we're collaborating with a number of different institutions that are helping us understand what are the real needs of communities today. And I'm going to stop here to just tell you a little bit more about the specific applications that our technology is developing. In the case of the pilot that we're putting together in Costa Rica, we're partnering there with the government, who are setting up about 7 centers in the most underserved communities of the country. These centers are providing access to cultural activities to young kids and young adults, all of them who have a lot of live in a situation with high risk of ended up in gangs or and other kinds of violence. But we're collecting the data the government needs in order to reframe the services that these communities need. And in the case of Santiago, Chile, for example, which is one of the most successful economies in South America right now, and they're facing the same issue the United States has been living for so many years, which is a great number of immigrants coming to live here. And the city doesn't know how to deal with it. So, but the citizens also have ideas and have and come up with solutions in terms of how to deal with this. These are just some of the examples that you can do when you build communities and you use technology in order to empower the participation of people. And we hope that we will be joining forces with many of you in the future and bring this technology also to the US very soon. Thank you.